Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're just taking a little look at what I picked up at my local market. I always go and look for vintage tools, old tools, sometimes newer tools. I never really buy power tools from the market, just in case they're either stolen or they're knockoffs or anything like that. But when it comes to hand tools, I will be interested in them, especially because they're vintage. Because I find vintage tools are just so much better, and they're always good to just keep around, you know. So we've got this little screwdriver. It's clearly from like a car's toolkit because it's got the double end. So I've got the flathead on one side, which is in good condition, just a bit dirty, and then we've got the crosshead, which that's in good condition as well, just a bit dirty. But yeah, I'm actually going to be putting together a little toolkit for in a car. So this may just come in useful. You know, it might be handy. I'll tidy it up, I'll give it a light sand or wire brush, and yeah, I might throw that in. And then here we have, completely missed the camera, here we have another flathead, which kind of looks like it's broken. You can kind of see it's kind of squint. It's like it's been snapped off at one point. But that being said, I can reprofile that and that'll be fine. I mostly bought it because I quite like the handle on it. It's quite nice. Why not? And these were super cheap. And then here we have Velux. If you're from the UK, let me know if you guys know what Velux is. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. But yeah, we'll call it a little window screwdriver, and it's just a little Torx. But yeah, those three I got off the same guy, and they were super cheap. So I think the three of them cost me like 75p. It was a bit of a bargain, I guess. Then we'll go on to the spanners. If you're American or Canadian or anywhere else in the world, you might call this a wrench. We call it a spanner here in Scotland. And this one's a Gordon, which is a favourite brand of mine. I really like their stuff. Their older stuff. Don't know if they're still around, to be completely honest. But yeah, Sheffield steel, made in England. It's a 22 and a 19. Very useful sizes, open end. Really good condition, light wear. Why not? And to go along with that one, we did get a matching 8 and 10 millimeter from Gordon. Big Gordo. So yeah, 8 and 10. Nice. So maybe one day we can have a full set of these, because that would be nice. Because we've kind of got almost the top. I'm sure the Gordons go up to a 24, or maybe even a 27. Maybe even more. I don't know. And then we've got the 8 and the 10. So if I could find 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Well, that would be that'd be ideal, but we'll see. A couple more spanners here. We got one from Powermaster. I've never heard of this brand. Don't know who they are. Don't know if it's a cheap brand or an expensive brand. From the looks of it, I'd say it's probably a bit newer. But it's a 15, and I don't typically use 15s, but I was working on my dad's Nissan Qashqai, which is a J11 model, and one of the bolts was a 15 because all the parts are Renault, because Nissan's owned by Renault. So I needed a 15, and I didn't have one at the time. Ended up using just a pair of pliers, but I thought I'll keep this spare just for working on stuff like that. I think I do have a few 15s in a toolbox, but it's currently in storage because we're moving house. So keep that one out. Then we have one from Draper. It's an older Draper. It's not one of the newer ones. and it's a 17, but barely been used, and it's in good condition. So I thought, why not? And this one here is Imperial. It's 5/8 and 11/16. Don't typically use Imperial. It's just not something I typically work with as a mechanic here in Scotland. But that being said, working on older cars, old MGs, Triumphs and stuff, this will be useful. And it's made in Germany, so, and I love offset closed ends. Very useful, especially if you're doing like a steering wheel. If you're removing the center nut, that's very useful. And yeah, I know it's good quality because vintage tools are always better quality than the modern stuff. Modern stuff's just made with cheap metals, I guess. Picked up a few sockets. I'll show this off first. This is Britool. Very cool. Made in England. I love Britool stuff. And it is a bit bent, but it's fine on that side. So it'll come in useful at one point or another. And it's the 1/2-inch drive, so I'm sure I can get some stuck nuts and bolts off with that. And then we've got a variety of sockets here. I guess I'll just go through them quickly. We have Britool. And what one is this? 10mm. 1/2-inch to 10mm. The 10mm meme lives on. We've got another Britool. This one is the 18mm. Not sure if you can actually see that on the camera. Here we have another. These are all more or less Britool. 24. This one I've not seen often, but it's a Britool again, but it's a 1/2-inch to hex, and it's a 5/16. So yeah, I've it's an E33. Yeah, I've not seen these often. My dad has a few of these in the garage, I'm sure, because he was a mechanic for most of his life, so he's got a bunch of older tools that he done his apprenticeship with and his training and stuff back in the day. But yeah, I don't see that often, so I thought I'd pick one up. And then here we have another Britool, and this is the 1/2-inch Allen key or hex bit. I guess depends who you talk to or where you're from, but I'd call it an Allen bit. Each to their own. We got this big beefy guy, which always comes in handy, and it's a 11/16, 1/2-inch, and that's from Britool as well. You can't really make out the logo too well here, just because of the condition, but it is Britool. I like it. Here we have a Draper, 30mm. This one is a 5/8 unbranded, but it is 5/8, so hey ho, 1/2-inch. And this one unbranded again, chrome vanadium, another 30mm. So that'll be useful. I'll use it. But yeah, that's just a little haul today of what I got at the market. Nothing too special, nothing to write home about, but at the end of the day, they are good tools. And I spent barely anything on them, to be honest. So I'm quite happy with that. But yeah, as always, if there's anything you guys want to see on the channel, if you've got any video suggestions or any products that you'd like me to check out, be sure to message down in the comments. Leave a message or a comment or whatever it's called. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think this was a good little haul? What would you guys be looking out for at the market? But yeah, until next time, I hope you guys take care, and I'll see you in the next one.